Hi, I'm Kim, a former corporate auditor and senior product marketing manager with AuditBoard. Welcome to AuditBoard Essentials, where we discuss fundamentals for a working knowledge of audit, risk, and compliance. Today, we'll be answering the question, what is a SOX control? The Sarbanes-Oxley Act, or SOX, is a federal law that's been in place for over 20 years and requires public companies to have internal controls in place for processes and systems that impact financial reporting. The objective of SOX regulations is to ensure accurate and reliable information and to build trust with investors and the public, specifically after a series of frauds and scandals that rocked the financial markets. But a lot of people still have difficulty explaining what a SOX control is. The confusion is mostly a matter of scoping, or understanding where SOX ends and regular internal controls begin. Now, to put it simply, SOX controls are controls that are relevant to SOX. But what does that really mean? Well, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act has a very specific jurisdiction. It encompasses controls that support accurate, honest, and trustworthy financial information. That means not all controls in an organization's environment will be in scope for SOX. The best way to determine if a control should be considered relevant is to ask 3 questions. Does the control relate to or input into information used for financial disclosures? Does the control affect financially material accounts or financial statement reporting? And lastly, does the control affect any systems or processes that feed into financial reporting analysis? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, an organization may want to include that control in scope for SOX. Testing SOX controls is a function performed by either management, internal audit, or both, as well as by external auditors from a public accounting firm. The objective of SOX testing is to confirm if controls are designed appropriately and working as intended, and to determine if there are any gaps in the internal control process that could lead to a material misstatement on a company's financial statements. That's easier said than done. But meeting SOX requirements doesn't have to be overly complicated. Implementing SOX compliance software, such as AuditBoard SOX Hub, can help to eliminate version control issues in your SOX documentation process, centralize SOX control testing, facilitate SOX reporting, as well as streamline your SOX program from end to end. That's it for this episode of AuditBoard Essentials. Be sure to subscribe and tune in to our channel for future episodes where we'll be covering the nuts and bolts of a foundational knowledge of audit, risk, and compliance.